If you got spirit, spirit got you.
What up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel, Dap Divination. I'm Dap, and today we're looking at how do you trigger people? Yeah. This is a fun one. Also, shout out to me. Got a new video posted to the Lo-Fi channel on the Love, Light, and Lo-Fi. It's going to be in the description and in the end screen. I always put on there. But we do have a Lo-Fi channel. I finally updated. I'm in love with this. It's very 90s inspired. I don't know. 90s R&B vibe. But if you're new here, all I want you to do is pick a card. Pick a card, pick a card, pick a card. Whatever you're drawn to, whatever image you see on the screen that gets you going, that gets you... No, that's starting to get... Not that. I don't want to sound like that. Whatever you're drawn to with your third eye, not your first and second eye. Some of you may be drawn to more than one pile. Some people pick several. Some people pick two. Do you, boo. Just like the video, subscribe if you haven't. I come here every day. I show up whether y'all like it or not. I'm here. Can't say I didn't come. But I'm here. But I don't want this intro to get too long. I do want to let you know that we are doing the 22 Days of Tarot, which is a little mini series where we look and walk through the major arcana day by day. Today we did the lovers. That was probably my favorite episode so far, is the lovers. But we still have many days left to go. Also, I am available for personal readings. I found myself a little, just a little tea. I found myself a little apartment. I can't believe it. Like, things have moved so fast. Like, I've been manifesting and praying. Like, I think I found a place to stay, but we're getting the money together for that deposit, those fees. So I will be actually on Keen all day this weekend if you want to book a reading over there, or if you want to book a personal reading, where I send you a recorded video. Just click the link. Everything helps. If you want to donate, thank you so much. I love you. I mean it. I'll see you at your reading. Bye for now.
If you got spirit, spirit got you.
All right. So what's up, pal number one? Welcome to your reading on how you be triggering people. Yeah. I'm gonna roll these dice. We're gonna look at the signs I see before we get into the tarot on what part of you reflects outward towards people. What is that thing that triggers them, right? And then maybe how they react to that, and what the lesson is. So, what do I see? All right, I see Venus. All right, a welcome sight. We love Venus. In Leo in the third house. Okay. Venus is all about love, baby. And it's interesting because the lovers comes up for you and how you trigger people. And we're going to talk about that. But the Venus in the third house is about being an open communicator in the things about love. You like love, and like in a confirmation kind of way. You like love stories. You like reading about, if you like to read, you like reading those romance novels. You love a good story about love. You like that. And then when you're in relationships, you openly talk about love. You kind of wear your heart out on your sleeve a little bit, but you set your expectations. You are loyal to a T. It's like you clearly understand what you want in a relationship at this point. That's what that tells me. And when Venus is in Leo, it holds itself very high. You know, it has high expectations. But it's also very generous and open-hearted and loving. It's almost like you make me your queen, you make me your king, and I'll make you my king and my queen. It's like we can both be royals in this motherfucker if you really want it like that. It's like it's not selfish love. And when it's in its highest, it's a let's be royals together. Like it's giving that. We treat each other as such. As divine, and if you've ever been in love with like a Venus in Leo, it can be all of that, but it can also be very dramatic. So it's saying like there's a dramatic sort of love here as well with it being in Leo. It can be attracting people who want all your attention, or sometimes even people who may have a issue with, like, say, settling down or being say committed to one person because they like the attention that they get from other people. So it can also be attracting that. But what signs do I see? Venus, we see Taurus, we see Libra, we see Leo, we see Gemini pretty heavy. We see Taurus. That's about it. Maybe all the water signs. So not Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. We can see them. And the Ace of Cups. But how you trigger people is like you bring out that part of people that that shows their lack of vulnerability in love, because you're so open with love. You could have a very strong Venus placement, like Venus in the first house or Venus in the seventh house, Venus in Pisces, Venus in Libra, in Taurus. They could be your sun sign. You can be ruled by Venus, especially in the rising sign. That's a Libra or a Taurus rising. Maybe even a Pisces rising as well, because y'all have a tendency, because Venus, I mean, Neptune is like Venus exalted. It is everything that Venus encompasses with some extra stuff, a more spiritual side of it. So Venus and Neptune are very similar. So if you have any of those placements, it would make sense. It's being able to tap into this type of love that's unconditional, and you do it quite easily. Not everyone can do it. It takes a certain amount of trust and vulnerability, and you're willing to, when you don't do it easily. You don't do it easily with everybody, but it's more like when you find that spark, when you meet that person, when they hit that certain thing that triggers it, it's like a floodgate opens up, and everything that's love, it pours out of you. It feels good for you, it feels good for them, but if someone's not aligned to that, it scares the shit out of them. It's scary to them. They run from it, and they don't know why they run from it. The Lovers in Reverse is like saying you have a tendency to trigger your romantic partners and people who get close to you and fall in love with you because your love is so intense, or your love scares people. It's so pure. And the Eight of Wands, and yeah, it makes them whoa. How fast, and it's how fast it happens too. It's like they could not even realize, and all of a sudden it's like, oh my god, the Fool comes up. They can get lost in it. The Wheel of Fortune comes up. It's like it's intense. It's all encompassing, and it's like, and they don't know what to do with these feelings. You know what to do with these feelings. You let them ride. You enjoy it with that Venus and Leo energy. You enjoy it. But they can't ever match that level with you sometimes. Like, it depends on, it's a certain person. It's not everyone that you attract, but it's if this is your pile, you've been here before. It's like, it makes you feel like you've done something wrong. It makes the relationship feel like a burden. You feel like you're too much. You feel like you extra. They can go a long way to make you feel like it's you, because that's how they react. The reaction is the Five of Cups. They lash out, or they may hurt your feelings because they can't match that energy. They may say you're too much. They may like make you feel bad for just loving them. And that's the Five of Cups. It feels like, oh well, I lost it. Like you mourn. It's like, well, I wasn't as happy as I thought I was. Like, if they're not happy, and it's like, then that Five of Cups energy reflects on them too, because it's like, and then they feel regret for not being able to match it. And instead of like walking away or figuring out what it is, because walking away is an option. Walking away is always an option. You know, it's like you can't match my energy. Respectfully, see yourself out. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully. But if you're gonna be here, at least attempt to figure out what it is and make it, like, figure yourself out. They don't want to do either. They don't want to leave, but they don't want to figure themselves out, so they're just stuck in like unhappiness. And so that pulls you down. So that reaction is to get, instead of meeting you at your level, what they do is try to pull you down to theirs. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But that's the reaction. It's like, if I can't join them, I'll just beat them. Not if I can't beat them, I'll join. No, if I can't join them, I'll just beat them. It's how it comes up. It comes up backwards. If I can't beat them or meet them, I'll just join them. No, they'll join me. They'll join me. You'll beat them. But the Queen of Wands comes up, clarifying that. And it comes up as like them messing with your confidence. Like, not in the way of like, say what you look like. They it's like your confidence to be able to tell, like, okay, I thought you were into me. Like, I thought this was it. You said it. What, you know? I thought we were there. I thought we were on the same page. And when they pull that rug up from beneath you with their shenanigans, it's like, it makes you question. Maybe I'm not that great. Maybe this love isn't this. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm silly. Maybe I'm silly. You know, they take your confidence with it. Like, when they drag you down to their level, your confidence goes with it. And that's part of it. And I don't think this is conscious. I think that's just that's the only way that you can have a relationship. That's the only thing they can feel like they have anything to offer. Because as it may be, as it stands, you have way more to offer. What can I offer you? Like, you giving all this love, it's like, I can't match that. What are you getting from me? So I got to make you feel like whatever I have to offer is enough. And how do I do that? By dragging your ass down to here. Yeah. What's the lesson here? The Ace of Cups. It comes up in reverse with me. Stop pouring into empty cups. The lesson here for you would be to stop pouring into empty cups. No, that doesn't work out that way. Someone with a full cup, In an empty cup, they don't even out you don't even that out. No, you're losing. You're losing, baby. No, stop pouring all your energy and all that love into that empty ass cup. You know, we need full ass cups. 2 full ass cups come and we complement each other. We taste a little bit of each other. Yeah, it's balanced. You can't come with empty cups. Nobody. Not one person in a full cup. Not 2 empty cups. Not a half cup and an empty cup. No, it don't work that way. Not 2 half cups. No, 2 full ass cups. Thank you. Sound off in the comments how this resonated. If this resonated, remember, I love you. I mean it. You can always book a personal reading if you would like one in the pinned comment or the description below. And remember, until next time, if you got spirit, what? Spirit got you. Blessings in all we do.
Blessings in all we do. Blessings in all we do.
What up, pal number 2? Welcome to your reading on how you trigger people. We're gonna roll the dice to get say what some signs are. Before we get into the cards to see what parts we reflect outward to other people. What's that mirroring thing that makes people triggered? The reaction they have to the trigger and the lesson. So let's see. Alright, so I see Neptune and Aries in the 6th house. I see a lot of Aries energy, by the way. Could have it in your chart, their chart, it doesn't matter. But whenever I see Neptune in the 6th house, this is somebody who is, okay, divinely protected for one. It's like you do your spiritual work, whether that is just like through self-meditation, self-knowledge, understanding yourself. It's like you go the depths. It's like it's someone who's been cracked open, someone who's going through a spiritual awakening, somebody who divinely knows, or at least is seeking how things in this universe work so that way they can live a better life for themselves and people around them. It's very much that, making it a lifestyle. Neptune in the 6th house is making spirit a lifestyle. That like spiritual living is more than an aesthetic, is more than oh, I'm in the tarot cards right now, you know, I'm in my tarot era. It's not that. It's like, it's not just knowing a few things about astrology off the dome. Like it's more reflective than that. It's more embodying that. Is being the Buddha, if for lack of a better term, being the Buddha for somebody like that. The Neptune in Aries, though, it's like saying, but it's bravely going towards it. It's in this phase of like, maybe it's new, or like it's something that's waking you up. It's starting this new phase in your life, or this new life phase, or this moment where you're like truly feeling connected to everything and understanding the energy of the positive and negative ways. But it's like you're more sensitive to it. It's all of that. It's tapping into these innate soul senses. I don't know why I'm hearing soul senses. That's the thing for somebody. But it's that. It's really tapping into that and moving in spirit. So it's like that energy is in itself strength. And that is how that's the part of you that reflects onto other people. This idea of strong compassion and strength to overcome with resilience and grace. There's almost a regalness to it. Like your head is always held high, no matter what you go through. You've been through enough to realize, like, I'm always go through it, but my head is always going to be held high. And it's almost like saying that energy, that frequency that you give off when you're in that phase, it's like you're divinely protected. It's almost like you're covered, and so like it amplifies, or it amplifies that feeling of strength that pours out to people. Can feel it when you walk into a room. It's a presence. It turns into a presence. Wow, that's interesting. I think all that was channeled, but like like that's, I don't know, that was interesting. There was a moment. I just had a moment. But yeah, you could be a Leo, or have a lot of Leo in your charts. Leo sun, rising, moon. But it's that strength that reflects other people. And what I mean by it reflects, the sun comes up in reverse on the bottom of the deck. That's perfect. It shows the shadow side of that in other people. Whenever you think about it this way, whenever you stand up straight and you speak your story, you tell your truth, you point out injustices, you tell the truth, and that's a big part of the strength card, is having the strength to actually do the hard thing, not necessarily fight or be strong. It's about having the courage to do what's right, you know? It has nothing to do with actual physical strength. It's the strength of the heart. It even represents the heart chakra. That light, it shines on the other people, and less moral people with less strength, inner strength than that, It shows their weaknesses. Like, say, if you were brave enough to speak up against something or speak up about something with your whole chest, and that same person who went through the same thing, who cowered, who took the bait, who took the low road and didn't say anything, or even worse, the people who stand up, who are advocates for people who have been mistreated, and they haven't been mistreated themselves, but they see injustice and they go out and they speak up on it. And the same people who just watched, they have to deal with that. They have to deal with that guilt. They have to deal with that sense of that comes with knowing, like, I could have done the same thing and it was easy, but I chose to just keep my mouth shut, or I chose to endure something that was harming me because I was too afraid. That stirs things up in people when they see, sometimes it's the opposite. What it's supposed to do is inspire people. And I think it does a lot of that too. Don't get me wrong. You inspire a lot of people just by being you. But it's like, for the ones who react negatively to that, it's not that they can't take it. It's more like they can't take a part of themselves that did not speak up, that did not act upon the thing they should have acted on, or whatever. It makes them feel small. You being a big person with a lot of soul and a lot of heart makes them feel itty bitty. And so how they react to that is the Queen of Wands. It's competition. So sometimes you inspire people, or you stir things up in people in a positive way that makes them feel like, I need to do better than I want to be. And then that Queen of Wands is a positive card because it's upright. It inspires them to be more confident, to try a little harder, to be more like you. Like, you're the mold. If strength comes up as the major arcana and the minor arcana is Queen of Wands, it's like you create that energy on a lower level. It's like you inspire people to tap into that in their own ways, in their own personal ways, and it can be a great fire for people. Like, you really do that just by being without. It's like just your conversations, the things that you point out to people. It's like, you know how to basically, like, help someone see the best in themselves. And so when people aren't ready to see that, when they feel mostly negative about themselves and they feel ashamed, it comes across as like, I need to compete. I need to be better than that thing. That's how I find my worth. Not taking it as inspiration, but dominating it, defeating it. And so you may find that you are in competition with people that you didn't know you was in competition with, like competing against who? Like, oh, okay. It's like you had no idea. I don't know who that is. Like, who are they again? Like, we in a competition. We got like, it's like with everything that you do, they either copy it, which I mean, to be honest, copying is like the highest form of flattery to me. Like, that, I don't care. You can copy anything off this channel, baby. That means you like it. I don't care. I don't care, but some people do care. But it does sometimes come from a place of, I need to be that thing. Because like, if you copy me, you're doing it for two reasons. You either love what I do and you want to like be a part of that and emulate that, and that's cool. Use it as inspiration, or you want to copy that for whatever reason because you think that's going to get you where you want to be. Which, again, that's none of my business. You do you. You can take whatever you want. You can never be me. It can never be me. You know what I'm saying? It can't. It just, why? Because it's me. It just can't be. You cannot carbon copy me. And so it's like, when you have that energy, that essence, you don't even notice. You don't notice nobody doing none of that. You don't notice this competition. With who? You know what I'm saying? And so, like, what's the biggest lesson that can be learned from this is that what people think is none of your business, and how they react to it is none of your business. And people also, on the other side, they need to take that curiosity that they have for successful people, or people who live their truth and are stronger than them, take that as inspiration and not spin that into something that their mind creates, which is just poison. You know, it comes up as gossip. It comes up as like a tit for tat. It comes up as petty. You know, and these could be people who admire you, so they could be in your friend group, but at the same time, it's like, you peep the fact that it's like, you're my friend, but you act funny. It's giving that. These aren't necessarily haters. They're just not very conscious. You know what I'm saying? It's like they're operating in the dark. And so it is what it is. But sound off in the comments, let me know how this resonated. If this resonated, did I say the signs I see? The signs I see were Pisces, Aries, Virgo, Leo. That's about it. I love you. I mean, remember, you can always book a personal reading in the pinned comment or in the description below. I'll see you next time, guys. Remember, if you got spirit, what? Spirit got you. Blessings in all we do. Bye. What up, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading on how you trigger people. I'm gonna roll the dice real quick, get some signs. Don't fall off the table. All right, so we have, and just see your energy, by the way. So we have Mercury in Gemini, where it belongs, in the second house. So you could be a Gemini, you could be a Virgo, you could be a Taurus, you could be an Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo. You could also be a Sagittarius or an Aries. There's a lot of them, right? But no, this energy of Mercury in the second house is mind on my money. Money on my, it's like, it's also very productive. You have a certain energy, like it's someone who can manifest with their thoughts, or like you have good ideas, good practical ideas that can turn into money, or turn into like either saving companies money, saving yourself money. Like you have really great ideas, and because you're curious, you want to know the information, you want to know the facts. That's Mercury in Gemini, where it belongs. Mercury rules Gemini and Virgo, but it's all about the curiosity when it's in Gemini versus Virgo. And Virgo is more about the actual processes, the mechanics of it all, how things work that way. Gemini is more the curiosity of just learning, absorbing, talking about, spreading the information, understanding the information. Maybe not always on the deepest level, but enough to get the conversations going, get things started off the ground. It's kind of like what Gemini does. And the second house is about your resources, your finances, your money, your self-worth. It's like you're one of those people who are brilliant. So it's like, and that's the thing that you know about yourself. You know you're smart. You know that you have that going for yourself. So it's like you wear that as part of your identity. Like part of your self-worth is wrapped into the fact that I know what I'm doing. And that confidence, that follow through, that is what gets on people's nerves. Hear me out. It's not bad. It's just saying it's not bad at all. It's like saying you have, like, the thing about Gemini energy is not known to finish a lot of projects. And maybe I'm sure like everybody, you have your own things where you start and like maybe you don't finish, or you get moved to something else, or like it's on the back burner. We all have things like that. But I feel like your track record kind of speaks for itself, because like the things that you have finished, the things you have achieved, they speak for themselves. It's like they're merits of their own in their own right. So it's like that how you reflect yourself onto other people, like what other people like reflect, that image, what it shows in them, that part of yourself, it shows them the part of them that is just wasted energy, scattered energy. It's the Knight of Wands in reverse. This is that energy of like all passion but no follow through. It can be very passionate, very talented. It can be someone who really has the ability and really have that fire to do it, but they may not have the skills, or may not be patient enough to sit down and learn the skills, or take it more than say a superficial level. They don't have the depth a lot of the times. It's like all talk and no action, or the action that they do take is so sporadic and in bursts or in such chaos that it doesn't necessarily produce good results. And so they see that in themselves by seeing your success. Is like, well, I want the same things. I tried to do the same things, but I didn't. But the way I did it, you know, it's like it highlights that. It's like, why aren't you successful? Because I didn't do what they did. You know, I love this playlist. It's on my lo-fi channel. Go check it out. Love, Light, and Lo-Fi is in the description. I finally uploaded some new stuff. But clarify, this Knight of Wands could be dealing with a Sagittarius, a know-it-all. This is also someone who likes to know, like, it bring. So how does it trigger them? Like realistically, with the Three of Pentacles, they become someone who is not helped. They want to show you everything that they know. They want to talk about it. They not be about it, but talk about it. Yell it from the rooftops. They want to. It's like when you point out something like just regular criticism, just like, hey, maybe if you tried it this way, or maybe if you thought about, have you thought about this, or like, to me it looks like this. They'll take that as oh, you're coming for me. That's how you trigger this person. Oh, you're coming for me. And so how they react to it with this world in reverse is like they'll double down, or they'll try to, it's like they ignite that passion again, but they try to finish things or try to produce things just solely to prove you wrong or to compete with you. You know, I feel like it's less competition and more so trying to prove someone wrong, or trying to like, well, let me show you how I do it and how I can be right. And whatever they produce is not very well received, because the energy that they put into it, it didn't match your energy. You did it because it's a pure skill, passion, love, a labor of love. It, like whatever it is that you do, it's like you did it from a different place. They did it from a place of envy and ego and wanting to be right and all these things. And so like whatever they produce, it reflects that. Even on a subconscious level, people see that and it's like, and it's whack, you know? It's like, don't shoot the messenger. It's like, it's whack. And the world of reverse is like, this could also be someone who wants to, like, they would try to do things like expose you. Like, well, this is how you be messing up. Like every time you make a mistake, which we all make mistakes, or we all, like, you know, we're human. There's a space for error for everything that we do. It's like, even if it's an innocent mistake or a mistake that doesn't even hurt anybody, just a misspeak or whatever, it's like they'll point it out and like blow it up and make it seem like so-and-so said this or so-and-so believed this. This is the absolute terrible take. It's like they will highlight any perceived mistake or misstep to try to feed into this idea that they're right, and that's how that's the reaction that most people take. I see the Tower in reverse, but it's like at the same time, it's like they always do that to avoid taking accountability for their own lack of follow through, their own lack of talent, or their own lack of passion. It's like the only way they can fuel that passion is not through hard work and patience like the Seven of Pentacles, but through stirring the pot, causing chaos, getting their egos ahead of everything else and letting that take the front seat and drive. So like, what's the reason, what's the lesson that can be learned from both sides? I like the trigger and the triggered. The Emperor is learning, for you, learning how to give constructive criticism better, also standing in your power and not letting somebody intimidate you or question yourself or doubt your greatness, because that's the point. They want to, like, this King of Pentacles comes up wanting to doubt like your actual credibility, you know, wanting to doubt your actual power, because the Emperor is the king of all kings. All the kings in the tarot deck are modeled after this guy. So this king can't come up and tell this Emperor nothing. It don't matter if you're the King of Pentacles. I'm the Emperor. Like, I'm the mold. So it's like, remember that. Remember that. You're never giving that king energy. You're giving that Emperor energy. Could be an Aries or have it in your chart. But sound off in the comments, let me know how this resonated. If this resonated, y'all know I love you. I mean it. You can always book a personal reading in the pinned comment or in the description below. And until next time, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings in all we do. Bye.